What's up, everybody? So, today I am going to channel some messages from Odin, and I am also going to pull some advice, how he helps you in your day to day life, and what he expects from us for those of you that work with him and or seek to work with him. So I'm going to allow you guys a couple minutes to go ahead and tune into the images for each pile below. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 to choose from. So go ahead and tune in, use your intuition, go where you are drawn to. The timestamps are also below, and or you can drag your finger along the play bar to find the pile that you're interested in. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes now, and then we will get into it pile by pile. Hey, pile one. So what I've got to kick this Odin party off is a channeled message that actually I did one for each pile. However, these kind of turned into poetic, cryptic, metaphorical messages. Really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and read you what I channeled on paper. From land to sky, river to rock, from the wind under the eagle's wing to rolling hills of plants evergreen, you are a child of mine, and I command that you sing. Sing your truth from a breast, I shall handle the rest. And when I wrote down the word abreast, I felt called to actually research the meaning of that word. And the meaning that stuck out most to me was alongside. So I actually feel that if you pick this pile, Odin has been with you your whole life. And not only that, he's not only been involved in your life, but side by side with you through the challenges, upheavals, experiences, hard times, all of it. And he wants you to know that he's got your back wholeheartedly, completely, unconditionally. He is devoted to you as one of his children and wants you to know that either you are a singer, you like to sing, something along these lines, and or you have issues with speaking your truth in certain ways. That could be in conflict when you feel that you are being taken advantage of, or you have an opposing opinion, theory, suggestion, etc. He says it's really important that you start singing your truth in all situations, in all facets. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is get into the tarot with him, and I am going to call on the spirits of all of our spirit guides, all of our angels, and all gods and deities that seek to be involved with this reading. But mostly, I'd like to call on the spirit of Odin to help us with what we're asking today. The first question I'd like to ask for my pile one is, what does Odin want to discuss with us? What does Odin want to discuss with us? I almost had like 8 cards try to fall out. What does Odin want to discuss with my pile one today? What does Odin want to discuss today with pile one? here? Okay. Okay. How does Odin help in our day-to-day life? How does Odin help in our day-to-day life? How does Odin help in our day-to-day life? Here? Okay. What does Odin expect from us individually for my pile 1? What does Odin expect from us for individuals in my pile 1? What does Odin expect of us? Okay, and finally, I'd like to get a card for Odin's advice for this month for the people that chose this pile. What is Odin's advice for the entire month, this month, for the people who chose this pile? Alrighty, and I'm going to pull some additional cards and then we're going to review all of this here momentarily. What else would Odin like us to know for pile 1? What else would Odin like for us to know for my pile 1s? This could also be considered advice for the month. That's just what I'm hearing. What else from Odin for pile 1s here? Okay, and I'm going to get one more from a different pile. This one is also going to be what Odin is here to help with in our life. What is Odin here to help with in our life? I'm also being told to ask, how can we lean on you, Odin? How can we lean on you? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the questions, answers, and guidance here. So reading a little deeper into this, we've got the King of Cups in reverse for what Odin wants to discuss. And as you can see, this can lead to a meaning of being cold, taking bad advice, or I'm hearing seeking advice outside of oneself, leading to this bad advice. Emotional manipulation, moodiness, self-compassion, your inner feelings, secretive, ashamed, volatile. Also, this can, the King of Cups upright is usually a tolerant, empathetic leader. And by that, I mean a leader who has empathy for what's going on in other people's lives, how other people's feelings matter, things like that. And what we're discussing today with Odin is a coldness, a lack of being able to empathize with others is what I'm hearing. And this may be because of, well, let's ask. Odin, can you please clarify the King of Cups in reverse? The coldness, the non-tolerant and or non-empathetic situation we are discussing right now, and or way we have been showing up is what I'm hearing. So it's possible that you have been showing up as a slightly non-empathetic or cold type of person, and this could be in any situation. This could even be he's pointing me specifically to outside of how you interact with negativity. Okay, so this could actually be, while you're walking around at the grocery store, you're cold and shut off, or while you're at your kid's t-ball game, you're cold and shut off, or while you're out in the world, you are appearing as non-tolerant, cut off, don't want to talk, don't approach me, that type of thing. Can you clarify that for me, Odin, please? Yeah, so then for the clarification, I've got the Two of Wands here, which usually indicates travel. So outside in the world, how you're showing up. Okay, that's what we're discussing. How you're showing up and appearing as, this could also be like resting bitch face. Okay, I get it. If anybody gets it, I get it. Okay, but we're gonna dig a little deeper into this and see what else we've got here. So how Odin can help us in our life. And we've got the Five of Wands in reverse here. Litigation. I feel like with the misinformation, it's more so about pinpointing what is false, feeling inside with your heart, your soul, your mind, what lies correct with you and what you know to be true. Avoiding or ending conflict, so he helps protect you, Avi. Respecting differences, I feel like that ties into the tolerance. Okay, I'm getting a very clear message now that with the tolerance thing, respecting differences. Okay, I saw this video once that this lady was sitting in a library and wearing a hat, and this older gentleman from a different generation went up to her and said, I'm gonna have to ask you to take off your hat because it's disrespectful indoors. And she goes, that's interesting. Can you go ahead and elaborate on what your understanding of respect is? And he said, doing what you're told to do. And she goes, that's interesting, because to me, doing what you're told to do sounds a lot more like obedience, not respect. In my world, respect means respecting each other's differences. There are just some things about people that you cannot, will not, or ever have the privilege of changing. And you're not supposed to, I'm hearing. So he wants you to know that you may be a little harsh on your expectations of people, okay? And that we need to have a little bit of tolerance, empathy, compassion for where other people are coming from, even if where they're coming from seems mean, seems avoidant, seems disagreeable, etc. Okay, we need to find some compassion, tolerance, and empathy for that, because if you think that your spirit team, Odin, the people who are on your, I'm hearing spirit team, essentially, even gods, would let anything touch you with a 10-foot pole that is not supposed to be there, you're crazy, because it's not going to happen. So the only reason these things keep appearing in your life and or you're not getting the results that you want, possibly seeking a new friend, etc., is because they keep lining you up with these little tests to test your empathy, to test your tolerance. And it's seeming like you keep falling back on what you've known in the past to be true. So, for example, my relationship with guy friends has been this way, so this is what I am expecting any potential relationship in that realm to be like. Or even females, catty females, stuff like that. He really wants to push you to stop lingering on how things were, how they went for you in the past, and have some tolerance, some empathy, some understanding for them. And once you can express that, you won't look at these people that are coming into your life as harshly as you have been, okay? And for what Odin expects of us, it is, I'm always bad at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 of wands here. And this is setting boundaries with discernment, but that doesn't mean that you don't have empathy, understanding, or you're not allowing yourself to be open to what else is out there. Okay, there's a gap here, but also it's really hard for anything that's not supposed to be there to get through. This is a quite cryptic message. And yeah, we've got resilience here, test of faith, boundaries, gearing up for the worst defensive. Okay, so that is what we need to work on, gearing up for the worst based off what we've experienced in the past. Okay, and what he expects from us is to be strong. Be strong in our empathy, tolerance, and know that even if you get into a disagreement with a person, that doesn't mean that you don't have tolerance, empathy, or show care for where they're coming from, you know? And I think mainly the main message here with the Nine of Wands is to actually have courage in the face of these disagreements, these opposing forces, because who knows, you could come into touch with somebody who is the complete opposite of you, not somebody that you would ever really talk to ever, yet they may become your best friend if you would just have courage enough to look at them outside of what you've already seen in other people, because not everybody is the same, okay? As hard as that is to believe based off your past experience. Okay. And then we have Odin's advice here as the Three of Wands. And usually, yeah, upright, this would be like expansion, you know, looking out and expanding out. But with it in reverse, I'm getting a message of going within with this, okay? So the advice is to actually go inside and look at what made you develop these beliefs, these opinions about people, about experiences. You know, this could be about you believing every single trip to the grocery store is going to go the same, or something like this. It could be from people to experiences to actions you've taken. You know, last time I tried to hit on this person, it went really bad. Well, so what? We expect courage out of you, okay? And to have tolerance and understanding and empathy that maybe that person just wasn't with it that day, okay? And then we've got Earth. And I actually want to look up what I've got here for this one, because it's don't let your past hold you back, which is pretty clear. But I'm also going to look up South Node really quick because I'm awful at remembering what exactly that means. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah. And this is also representing past lives. So everything you've experienced in past lives, including like your natural skills and gifts, and also your traumas. So he's recommending to tap into the earth element and to get yourself grounded in yourself and what you know is true, not what you've experienced to be true. Okay? And I think the major message here is that you've been allowing your past to hold you back, pile one. And it's time for you to have the courage to step outside of that, the courage to be vulnerable, the courage to embrace a new relationship, a new skill, a new craft, a new subject to learn. Okay? It could be that you are saying, well, I don't want to start school for this thing because I didn't finish my last 5 projects. So what? Have empathy, tolerance, and understanding for where even you were at that time, okay? And step forward with courage, knowing that He's got your back. Sing your truth, and I will handle the rest, okay? Actually, not even your past. Don't let anything hold you back, pile one, okay? And I feel like if you overcome this challenge that you are putting on yourself, you are going to come into. Let's actually see. Let's ask. If they push past this and have courage, Odin, what can you confirm they will walk into? Okay, so I had one flip over on my hand here, and it's the Four of Wands in reverse, which I actually don't see as a bad thing. I see it as the personal celebration, the inner harmony, okay? And this is like a personal you win type of thing. Like, you have done it, you have overcome it, and it's going to feel good inside because you're pushing past a barrier that you've built up brick by brick inside of yourself based off what you've gone and or not accomplished in the past, okay? Let's get some final words of advice here. I'm going to use my animal spirit deck here. Odin, what is your final piece of advice for our pile ones, please? Okay, so I've got 2 here. The first one is the ladybug with good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go. Even your past, let it all go. And be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. And then on the other side, we've got partnership, the puffin. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. And I feel like you may not be open to that at this time because of your past. And this is what we really need to focus on at this time, pile one, okay? I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, give the video a like. If you're new here, subscribe. I am loving you guys. I would love to have you, and I would love to give you more messages, and hopefully we'll look at if I'm going to upload this type of message from Odin on a monthly basis, because I do want to deepen my relationship advice and all that with him. And I would love to provide a space for others to do that as well. So if you're interested, like this video, leave a comment if it helped you out and you're open to that. Or you can come and join me on my Facebook group, The Witchy Homestead, and look out for updates. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Pile 2, what's up, guys? So, what I want to do is read off a channeled message I have here from Odin, and it kind of turned into like a poem of sorts. So that's really cool. Most of you guys did get really rhymey poems that I sat down and channeled from him. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it off for you guys. Quiet yet steady, you feel stagnant but ready. Parched for more, you're standing at the door. What's unknown is your need for more knowledge. As I gave my eye a sacrifice, a symbol of protection from evil, a father like I won't send their child into upheaval. Set ego aside and seek further knowledge. By this, it's wise to abide. So, I feel like knowledge is going to be the subject of you guys pile 2. So let's get into the tarot and ask a few questions and get some answers. So I call on the spirit of the great Odin. I also call in this pile's spirit guides, angels, archangels, and helping spirits. But mainly up front and personal, can we get advice from Odin, please? I would like to know, for my first card, what Odin wants to discuss with pile 2 today, please. What does Odin wish to discuss with pile 2 today, please? What does pile 2 need to be talked to about today? We'll reveal that here in just a moment. How does Odin help with pile 2's day-to-day life, please? How does Odin help with pile 2's day-to-day life or anything? I know how much spirits don't like being placed within a box. So how does Odin help pile 2, please? Okay, we'll reveal that here in just a moment. Also, what does Odin expect from pile 2? What does the great father Odin expect from pile 2, please? What does Odin expect from pile 2, please? Okay, and then also, what is Odin's advice for this month for pile 2, please? What is Odin's advice for pile 2 this month, please? Okay, so let's get into it. Also, I wanted to pull one of each of these piles just for whatever Odin would like pile 2 to know and or additional advice. What else from Odin and or additional advice do we need? What else does pile 2 need to know or additional advice from Odin, please? One more pile here. What else from Odin do we need as further advice, please? For my pile 2, what else can Odin give us as advice, please? Saying 2 here, okay. So let's get into it. So the first one I pulled was, what does Odin want to discuss? And we've got the Emperor with respect, leadership, stability, structure, your authority, father figure, focus, protection, control, being practical and disciplined. Okay. Also, on this second card, how does Odin help us in our life? And we've got strength, inner strength, helping with your weakness, your insecurity, your low energy, your raw emotions, your struggles, and pride. Okay. And this one is what Odin expects from us. Okay. Conservation, control. And then we've got Odin's advice, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge. Okay, let me sit with this for just a moment here. So what I'm getting mainly here is a couple different messages, probably for different people watching this pile. However, if it resonates with you, take it and take or leave what doesn't. So what I'm getting is he wants to discuss how he is your father, how he is the all-seeing father, and how he brings you strength, stability, and willpower to push through your struggles, your upheavals, and the natural lessons of life we are all brought here to learn. So he's also wanting to bring up structure, okay? And I feel like what he expects from you is conservation. However, I feel like this conserving that you've been practicing more than likely throughout your life and or have learned to put into practice throughout your life. This could be with a lack mindset, a poverty mindset, things of this nature. He really wants you to know that there is a smart and strategic and creative way in a new idea that you may have or will have. There's a different way to go about this, basically, okay? And he wants to give you the inner strength to overcome the self-doubt you may be encountering, or the low energy, the raw emotion, the pride, okay? You may feel a lot of pride for how much you have conserved, built up, saved, and or learned over your amount of time you've been alive. However, there is newness coming in with the Page of Swords, okay? And with being alert for a thirst for knowledge, I feel like some of you need to do lessons, schooling, seeking outside knowledge with putting your pride away, not thinking about saving money and just learning it yourself, doing it yourself, this kind of thing. He really wants you to know that there is a new way, there is a different way, there is an out-of-the-box approach, there's a new idea waiting for you, things like this, okay? And that we just really need to overcome this self-doubt, this pride, this control. Let's see what else we've pulled up here. We've got the sign of Aquarius, Let me look into my notes in one of my books here on this sign. And we've got the number 11. Let's see if I have anything that may resonate with you guys about this sign. So that is an air sign ruled by Uranus. Okay, so I haven't gotten too deep into my notes on this one, but what I do have is truth seeking, frankness, humanitarian. So you may have been lately searching for the truth of what you're supposed to be doing. And he's saying there is something new. There's a new creative, curious idea that you need to embark on, but you need the knowledge. I'm not going to just push you into the ring without knowing how to fight, or I'm not going to give you a bioengineering job without having certain pieces of knowledge that you're going to need to be successful on that path. Okay, so also the corresponding stones for this sign is amethyst, garnet, opal, and jasper. Okay, so you may want to work with those a little bit more and or incorporate them into your daily jewelry, so that way you can embrace more of what he's saying you need to embrace, which is letting control go, yet feeling protected, and or having this truth-seeking spirit I'm hearing, because you need and want the knowledge, but your pride and conservative side that you've developed over your years of living is holding you back. And we need to lean on his help through inner strength, overcoming the self-doubt, overcoming the pride, overcoming the low energy, like I'm too tired every day after work to do that. He's saying, I got you. Just ask me and I shall be there. What else do we have? Emotions are running high. Supermoon. So the supermoon is a symbol of renewal and being closer to the divine. So I feel like the more that you embrace your willingness to seek new knowledge, to be taught. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so the more that you seek that knowledge, the closer you will be brought to him, the more protected you will be. But we've got to work on your pride, okay? Again, okay, we've got elk here with nobility. So your pride is a problem right now. Okay, we need to put the pride down. We need to stop acting like we're conserving, like we're back in 1925, or, like we've got a major thing coming that we can't invest in this because we're saving money for this. We need to evaluate our priorities, our pride, our conservative side. Where have we been embracing scarcity is what I'm hearing. Okay. So also in the advice, we've got the bee for community and elk with nobility. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So with the bee, I feel like be open to receiving sweetness. Okay, why are you not allowing yourself to receive outside help, outside knowledge, things like that? Community, even if it's in a knowledgeable way, is going to help you, pile 2. All right? It's going to take inner strength, but you have a huge spirit team willing to help you out with this, okay? We've got elk with nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. The only one that can hold you back is you, pile 2. Okay? And that's a difficult message to hear sometimes, but it's a very healthy practice to get in the habit of asking, am I holding myself back here? Am I allowing my past to dictate my future? Am I allowing how I feel about money, about conserving, about my future, about my past? Am I allowing that to hold me back from going out there and getting what's new and for me? Embrace that curiosity within yourself a little bit more, and I think a lot of your questions are going to be answered, pile 2. Okay? I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, go ahead and like the video, comment, or subscribe if you're new as well. I will say that if you liked this message or want more in the future, let me know, and or subscribe to my channel or like the video so I know. That way I am encouraged to upload messages from Odin monthly, because I would like to do that. I just don't know if you guys would like watching that. So if you would, let me know, and I will hopefully see you at the next message. Bye. What's up, pile 3? So I'm going to go ahead and start off your reading with a channeled poetic message straight from Odin that I've written down. It's quite interesting, so let me get into it here. Fate. The part of one's story forever in stone. The chapter of one's life unchangeable, even my own. Acceptance must be achieved by knowing, my child, you're never alone. Even amidst even amid solid circumstance lies the ever-changing flow of destiny. When you believe there's two roads, left or right, there in fact are many. Cultivate the sight of my raven with the will and strength of a giant. Your creative heart space speaks. No man, spirit, or intent will quiet it. I lend you the strength, discernment, and willpower to utilize it. So, I found that very deep, very cryptic, and very encouraging, because oftentimes us as humans, when we are trying to make important decisions for our life path, our next move, all of that, we often feel it's either left or right, when in fact there's many options, many roads, many different ways you could go about it. And he's saying, the sight of a bird can see a wide view, not just one view or left or right. And with the will and strength of a giant, I mean, nothing's stopping them. As long as you allow your creative heart to speak, it's going to lead you where you need to go. So if your heart is saying, don't go left, but don't go right, sometimes we just need to sit and observe where the other options are outside of those two. I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot here and ask firstly to call in our spirit guides, angels, archangels, and helping ancestors, helping spirits, and other helping gods to back up this reading and anoint it appropriately. However, I'm going to ask Odin to step forward as the main communicator today and go ahead and give us a card for what Odin wants to discuss with my pile 3 today. What would Odin like to discuss with my pile 3 today? How does Odin help in the life of my pile 2 or 3? You may have a message in another pile. How does Odin help in the life of this pile, please? How does Odin help in the life of this pile, please? Okay. And what does Odin expect of us, please? Let us know what Odin expects of us at this time. What does Odin expect of us at this time? Also, we're going to get one more. What is Odin's advice for this pile, please? Odin's advice for this month for this pile, please. Okay, let's pull a couple more from different decks. So I would like a card from this pile for whatever else Odin feels we need to know and or research or embrace, or just a synchronicity Odin would like us to have here today. All right, and I've got two more piles here. One tried to fly out there. All right, what else do we need to hear from Odin today? What else do we need from Odin today, please? Okay, and then we're gonna pull some from this deck here. They're telling me two for this pile as well. Okay, Odin, please give us further advice for this month. What else do we need to hear for this month from you, Odin, please? Okay, let's get into it here. So, for what Odin wants to discuss today, we've got personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, and a lack of support or breakdown of communication, or possibly some home conflict. And I've got a card here for what Odin helps with in our day-to-day life. Okay, so he definitely helps with bringing the truth out in situations for you and or rethinking approaches to things. With turning over a new leaf. And helping those who deserve to be caught to get caught. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. And then we've got and what Odin expects from us. Okay, so with this card being in the upright, I would say decision making. However, with it in reverse, I see it personally as giving up control of the decision and saying, you know what, I know either way I go about this, I'm not in control. So I will allow you to be in control, Spirit. I will allow you to be in control, Universe. And what is Odin's advice for this month? Okay, the Hanged Man here in reverse. Lack of control again. So I feel like the message is pretty cut and dry here for you guys. The personal celebration and inner harmony and balance he wants to discuss is you really realizing that as much as we like to be in control of our life, our outcome, our story, our scenario, we just aren't in control, okay? again, we like things to go left or right, and oftentimes the universe has the best outcome for us when we zoom out and say, what other options are there that I'm not thinking of? What else is outside of this box that I'm trying to put this scenario in? Okay. Yeah, I feel like the advice here is actually to not make a decision at this time. Don't make any big decisions at this time. Don't quit your job. Don't move. Things like that. Face the conflict, face the opposition, face the feelings that are making you want to run, making you want to leave, making you want to X, Y, and Z. Face that. Voice it. Speak it. Discuss it with yourself, discuss it with others, be honest, be truthful, be raw, be vulnerable, and realize that you're not driving this cart because this cart has stopped to teach you the lesson of facing whatever this feeling is, this opposition, okay? I'm hearing don't worry. The truth prevails. The truth cannot be hidden from you forever, and nor can your path. However, at this time, it's in your best interest to ask yourself questions, observe the standstill, and get creative in your approach here. And he's saying, you need to call on me more. You need to call on my influence. You need to call on giving me approval to work my magic in certain ways in your life, and then it will happen. So it will be, I'm hearing. What else does Odin have for us over here? We've got the sign of Pisces. Let's see if I've got anything written down on the sign of Pisces here. And the number 12. Okay, so I don't have anything journaled on the sign of Pisces yet. However, because I'm flipping to a blank page, I feel like that in itself is a sign to go ahead and realize that you are operating from a blank page, okay? Like I said, sometimes when we approach a decision as a blank page, it may be better than being, okay, what's left or what's right, okay? What else could you put on this blank page? Also, I feel like with Pisces being involved, it's a sign to stay gentle and wise with the decisions that you're making. And she's really in no hurry. You know, she's comforted by these two sea creatures here and surrounded by color. And it looks like she's just willing and with an open heart to take it all in. So I feel like that in itself is a message for you guys. And we've got a new romantic cycle begins, and the new moon. So that's a sign of renewal, new things coming in. Like the new path that you're waiting to open is just about being still and letting the universe drive the car. Okay, let's see what other advice we have here for you guys. We've got personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? And embrace these qualities. So I encourage you to close your eyes, and whatever animal appears in your mind, in your sight first, know that that is the animal that Spirit wants you to draw knowledge from right now. What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share with us? And embrace those qualities. We've also got the bison for abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So that's some beautiful advice here for you guys from Odin directly. And I feel like the more you learn to embrace not having all the answers, not being in control, and just allowing the universe to place you as you need to be placed and to observe the beauty in that, the more you allow that to happen, the better off you are going to be, guys. Okay? Well, I hope this helped you guys out there, and if it did, like the video. I'm hoping to upload advice from Odin monthly, so if you work with him and or want to work with him deeper, come back and or look for updates on my Facebook page and channel here under The Witchy Homestead. And I'll update you guys on when I'm planning to upload new messages, new videos, new guidance, and or ask for suggestions on what to upload next. So thank you guys for just being here with me and being open to what Odin has to say to us. I appreciate you deeply. I love you infinitely, and I hope to see you at the next message. Bye. What's up, pile 4? So I have a written channeled message from Odin I did during meditation, and well, basically it's really rhymey, poetic, and may have some cryptic messages for you. A truth yet to be spoken, a child of mine yet to be broken. Though attempts have been made to extinguish your heart's flame, no efforts will ever be successful at diminishing your name. My child of truth, courage, and love, the puzzle piece you are missing requires God's assistance from above. When it comes to this life, all is temporary. Come seek me in silence, and thou shalt know the root and knowledge of your query. So, really beautiful message there for you guys. Replay it as many times as you'd like. And then I am also going to pull some tarot cards with some specific messages to Odin and see what we get. So I'm going to go ahead and call in our helping ancestors, spirit team, spirit guides, any gods or deities that would like to join this message. However, I'm going to ask Odin to step forward as the primary channel for these cards today. So, Father Odin, can you please let me know what pile 4 needs to hear and or what you're here to discuss with pile 4 today? What do you want to discuss with pile 4 today? Okay. I would like a card from you, Odin, for how you help with pile 4's day-to-day life. How do you help with pile 4's day-to-day life, Odin? And what do you expect from us, Odin? What do you expect from us here in this lifetime? What do you expect from us here in this lifetime? Or just the, okay, I guess that's pretty clear. And what is your direct advice for us this month, Odin? What is your advice for us this month, Odin? Okay, I'm gonna pull some advice and or synchronicities from these other decks for us as well. What additional advice do you have for us, Odin? What additional advice do you have for us? Crazy, I thought I just heard thunder out there. Okay, they're telling me pull 2. Okay. Odin, what additional advice do we need from you today or this month? What additional advice do you have for us today? And one more from this other deck. What else do you have for us today, Odin, please? Okay, so let's get to unveiling these. So for card 1, what Odin wants to discuss today, we've got the Lovers. Love, harmony, relationships, partnerships, your passions, your values. This could also be like duality. And this one is how Odin helps in our day-to-day life. Okay. By bringing in travel, attainment, celebration of life, and helping you arrive to the correct destination is what I'm hearing. Helping you arrive to the correct destination, whether that's outwardly or internally. What Odin expects from us: unified love, mutual attraction, connection. I guess this could also be connection between you and him. I think he would like a more regular, structured way of approaching your relationship with him, whether that's you meditate every Wednesday and write down a message from him or whatever, okay? And then we've also got the last card, Odin's advice, and that is going to be coming clean, rethinking your approach, self-deceit, okay? Turning over a new leaf. This could really be being honest with yourself right now. Let me think here. I'm hearing if you're not coming to this reading and knowing this is about love, this could also be about you being honest, directly honest about your shadow side and your non-shadow side and how you allow your shadow to run things in your subconscious, okay? And or not letting your shadow have any part of your subconscious. That could also be something for someone out there. Yeah, pile 4. I feel like this reading is going to be mainly about you being undeniably honest with yourself, okay? So the main message I'm getting here with this one is to embrace all aspects of yourself, pile 4. All. Light, dark, gray, hidden, outward. all of it. Let it come out, embrace it, and don't freaking judge yourself for anything that is stored in there, because it deserves to be seen. It needs to be seen in order to not act out, okay? Or act in, okay? Additionally, the message from Odin here today is to find a way to incorporate him into your life more. Be it that you meditate on him, you call on him, you write him letters, anything, pile 4. He's just asking for your presence and to be a little bit more dedicated in your development of your relationship with him, if you're serious. Okay, let's see what additional advice we have here. Unicorn, infinite possibilities, and freedom with the horse. So with the unicorn, and I find it funny because like the horse and the unicorn are kind of like cousins, light, dark, feminine, masculine, the lovers. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit of light. Abandon the darkness. Okay, I would take that with a grain of salt, frankly. Maybe don't abandon your darkness, but let each side of you be heard, because they're both represented here, just like the lovers. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Yeah, so maybe look at where you're experiencing ordinary expectations in your life and expand on that so you can achieve what's really going to bring you joy, happiness, and completion. And know that you are always going to be led down the right path as long as you incorporate all aspects of yourself. Horse with freedom, your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. We were just talking about purpose and like making your heart happy, okay? You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Yeah, all aspects of you are important and needing to be recognized here, pile 4. We also have the sign of Saturn and the number 19. Saturn is like Big Daddy Saturn, Teacher Saturn, Saturn, the dealer of lessons. Let's see if I have anything written down in my journals on him. Concentration, permanence, tangible rewards, tenacity, ambition, productivity, discipline, like like Odin's asking you for, and aging lessons, the sign of Capricorn and Aquarius, and it rules the 10th and 11th houses and your spleen. And its orbit is 28 to 30 years. So any of that information could have significance to you today. And we've also got new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Even if this action is something requested by your shadow or your light, and you're kind of like, I don't know. It's time to go ahead and take the leap and know that you're being led on the correct path, that you have a partner in this. And it's time to rethink your approach and then do it. Okay, pile 4? You've got this. And if this resonated with you, or you're hoping to get future messages from Odin, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, and let me know if this brought any answers for you today. I hope it did. And I hope to see you again in the future, guys. Thank you for just being here with me today and allowing me to read for you, channel for you. It means a lot to me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, month, incarnation, year, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, guys.